My spirit is not capable of offering me those ways, which my ego holds close to its dying heart. It is a raping of the flesh and the entire world to make ego the power I chose it to be. It will forever be scarred on my flesh to remind me that what I have inflicted in the form of the flesh shall let all who see me know I am that deed. The spirit world is such a beautiful place. All the spirits which had forgiven me were showing me so much love that it was so hard for me to leave and come back to all of this madness on earth. But I remembered my word, and I remembered the deal I made to come to earth in the first place. This must be carried out for all of the angels in heaven to see that choice and power are not pure when shared with an ego. And the only way for spirit to be involved in choice or power is to create an opposite for man to choose. So I prepared for my next return as I remembered my promise to find my way back to the light of all that is pure. Because of my last experience, I knew that the next time I would need to live a life which would not allow the ego anywhere near the amount of power that it had the last time. I must also keep in mind that at some point in my next life, the ego must have an equal opportunity to mingle in the flesh, but the true focus will remain on my having a choice to intelligently manage the ego. My next life would have to allow my spirit an opportunity to explore the true beauty of God's gifts and creations for man, i.e., some of the purest fruits of the earth, nature. The focus on man and his deeds is a distraction when the beauty of Mother Earth is being ignored. I have noticed that the noise and commotion I have caused can take the attention away from nature as well as from the spirit. This is why I chose for my next return to be peaceful and quiet, to allow me the opportunity to explore some of the pleasures I so often ignore. Even on Earth, there is always a way to balance things. As I reflect back on this lifetime, I can see a spiritual flow of peace and love which can be obtained in the form of flesh. This flow consisted of abstinence from things desired by the flesh and a deep concentration on the flow of the spirit. This beginning would give me the peace that I needed to help wash away the desires which had plagued me in my previous life. I chose to stay as far away from the elements of my ego for as long as it was humanly possible in this lifetime. Although I knew that a full life with only spirit was not to be my total existence in the flesh, because the ego does exist for an important purpose, it would be necessary for me to lean as close to the spirit as I did to help balance my deeds this time as a soldier of the light in the flesh. This beginning section of my life was just an equalizer to balance the flow of my deeds from my previous life. I had given so much power to the ego in my previous life that I needed to come back on the side of the spirit to balance the equal reign of power in the flesh between spirit and ego. My brain had a choice to choose one over the other, but I was still feeling the weight of my past deeds. I do believe there is an equation of balancing spirit and ego in the flesh. It is just going to take many lifetimes for me to figure it out. Although I had a choice to do otherwise as I made my return, I knew that I did not want to have things any other way. In this lifetime, I am a priest or a monk. I would live most of this life as a man of silence and true to the spirit. What I do for most of this lifetime is aimed toward the power of the light. My heart is pure, my thoughts flow with peace and love, and my ego sleeps in the rear of all I have chosen. I walk the earth and speak in silence. My words are telepathic to the spirit world, as I can sense the movement of temptation beyond the walls of the temple where I exist.
Wow, I really enjoyed this video. I can't wait to see what's next.